Welcome back to Luigi's Mansion 3. House cleaning? House cleaning?
The other somewhat charming thing about the portrait ghosts that is kind of lost on the boss ghosts here is that it felt like all the portrait ghosts had a specific, like, place in the world before they died. And that lent them both a spookiness and a part in the story. Whereas, yeah, in this game there are a few uh, hotel employees that serve as bosses, but they sort of give up on that theme pretty fast. um,
Um, One thing that I appreciated about the Luigi's Mansion 1 ghosts as well, the portrait ghosts, is that most of them weren't bothering you. They were just kind of doing whatever they were doing, and then you just
Along
came
came
in.
Luigi.
Yeah, basically. And then Luigi comes in and ruins their life.
Of their
the
afterlife.
idea,
Yeah.
the idea from that actually comes from like the notion of ghosts as being stuck in life, which is to say, repeating a significant thing about their life over and over and over again.
I think, yeah, that makes sense. It also helped to, I think it also helped the setting as well because it gave you an idea of what their personalities were beyond just their aesthetics. Because, like, for example, you've got the father ghost. They all have names. I don't remember what their names are. The first portrait ghost you catch in Luigi's Mansion 1, like, he's supposed to be the dad, and he's sitting in the study reading, versus the mom is in the bedroom brushing her hair. The kids want to play hide and seek, stuff like that. So you get an idea of what their personalities are just by watching what they do when they're hanging out versus here, like, I mean, I'm not going to say that they don't have personality because they certainly do have personality. It's more just that
This is
you
kind of
don't. It's shown to you as opposed to you observing it
this
from a distance, which
this
isn't worse. It's just different.
this is a random ass room where you can just mess with a completely pointless telescope. I mean, it's a nice view of a low polygon forest, but
Nope, nope. There's a ghost there. That's the
there's
entire
a
point.
ghost here. Oh right, there's the
Yeah.
money ghost, the gem ghost, or whatever. Gem ghost. It's a gem ghost. What am I thinking? But like the other thing that you can do here is pick up the flower pot. Not the flower pot, the watering
The
can.
watering can.
And water the flowers and grow the flowers and then vacuum up the flowers immediately like a cruel bastard for money. Um,
Sorry, Lewis, but you used that watering can too many times. It explodes now, and you have to make a new one.
oh, God damn it, Animal Crossing. You're taking tool degradation too far when the watering cans also have durability. I'm sorry, but
What the hell degrades?
Well, I mean, if you've ever used a watering can, that shit gets heavy. So, you know,
Okay.
well, yeah, but
wears on the.
at the same time, it makes sense for an axe to break. You're hitting things with it. It makes sense for a fishing pole to break because that happens in real life through use. A watering can, though, is going to last you a lifetime unless it's made of flimsy ass wood, which in that case, yeah, sure, durability.
Yeah. If the water can itself is water soluble.
Yeah, that's the flimsy watering can. I get that because it's made of a material that's not good for it. But once you get to like
It's made of wood.
once you get to the metal watering can, no, no.
I know a lot of people think that, especially or a lot of people are annoyed that the gold tools in Animal Crossing still break. Which I mean,
What?
yeah, they do. They break.
They
no.
break in
Which
like after an absurdly long time compared to the other tools. Yes, but they do break.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it's not that bad personally, I think, but yes, I do think that they should have a ultimate, like, because you get the golden tools in Animal Crossing are supposed to be like the ultimate reward for getting all the fossils or catching all the fish or whatever. So I feel like the reward should be getting a thing that doesn't break. Like, I feel like that would be a good reward personally, because I have a problem in my town has enough flowers in it for me to need like 2.5 watering cans in order to water all of them. So yeah,
Oh boy. I need to check.
Give me the
I
money.
need to check on my island soon because by now it's probably like got way too much bamboo in it.
When was the last time you played? Because normally in Animal Crossing you're fine.
Before
if
I
you-
started Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Okay.
Oh man, that was like a lifetime ago.
Yeah.
Congratulations, ma'am. It's a briefcase. Mazel tov.
In fact, actually, the last time I played was part way through my playthrough of Persona 5 Royal. So, yeah. Ooh. Like,
We beat up an old lady.
She's doing her
oh wait,
job,
I remember
Luigi.
the last time I played Luigi's Mansion. Not Luigi Mansion. Animal. The last time I played Animal Crossing was right before Easter. Right before Bunny
Oh,
died.
okay. So all of the eggs are gone. That'll make you happy.
That must have been Albert Wesker's favorite day.
It's-
You will give me an egg.
I require
have
an
all
egg.
the eggs of the world.
Where does that come from with the
From
egg
Mercenaries
nozzle?
and Resident
yeah, in
Evil
Mercenaries
5.
mode, you can send out this voiced request for an item to your multiplayer partner.
And one of them is an egg, so you have Albert Wesker going, I need an egg, or I require an egg.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be plenty funny with some of the other characters too, like Barry being like, Jill, I need an egg for my egg sandwich.
Also, Jill, you're alive.
Wait, why wouldn't he know that Jill was alive?
In 5, Jill had gone missing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She was presumed dead, but she was in fact being experimented on by Albert Wesker, who really wanted to create another Samus Aran for some reason.
Yeah, he made her
No,
blonde.
Nina
for whatever
Williams
reason.
from Tekken.
Yeah.
Cool, I guess.
So, yeah, things got weird around that time, and I'm glad
Resident
we're beyond
Evil
that.
stories get weird.
They
I'm
got
shocked.
okay. They got a different kind of weird. Okay, it's like yeah, you can retell Resident Evil 2 with a serious tone and stuff, but I defy you to retell Resident Evil 5 or 6 with a serious tone because it won't happen. Okay, what are you doing?
Briefcase.
Make with the goods.
Here, $5 million in unmarked bills. Now, where's the princess?
Luigi, this is bucks of dollars.
They're worth 5 British pounds now. Excuse me.
So,
Oh, it's Jello.
Louis,
Suki
Egad,
is not worth the yabo yabo it's printed on.
so the
Egad, if yours is green, you should get medical attention right away.
So this is where Gooigi comes in, and thankfully, Gooigi is a much more interesting addition to the game than he was in Dark Moon, where he was basically just a multiplayer avatar, I think.
I was originally worried about Gooigi, to be perfectly honest. Like, I thought that he was going to be
A forced
intrusive.
co-op mechanic.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be intrusive, though. Like, you'd have to stop and switch between them all the time, and for tedious puzzles. But I actually think that the puzzles they do with Gooigi are fairly inventive. So
Yeah.
I'm happy that he's there.
Yeah. It's also, like... how do I put this? It's interesting in that you can bust him out at any time and mess around with him if you want. But... like, they do enough with him, but I kind of feel like there's room for expanding this mechanic.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like they don't fully explore what you could do with the different, like, I feel like they definitely did enough with what can Gooigi do that Luigi can't do. They did a lot with that. What I feel like they could have done more with is
What you could do with both
Luigi
characters
can
at the
do.
same time.
Yeah, or what Luigi can do without Gooigi, I guess, is another thing.
Exist.
Step on
I
water.
mean,
Is Gooigi really alive?
yeah.
Is step on water.
And, like, there's this big puddle in the way here, and it's there entirely.
And the game stops you if you know what's going on.
Yeah, it's there entirely to tell you that you know, you walked into this puzzle by accident because it's barely visible and your Gooigi melted. Watch out for water on the floor. You know. So yeah, you have to be careful about water with Gooigi, but that's about it.
He also has only 25 health compared to Luigi's 99.
Yeah, but even still, though, I felt like there were a lot of cases where... Because Gooigi respawns very quickly. Like, if he dies, he's back in, I think, like, less than 15 seconds. So there's a lot of times where there's, like, certain enemies where you have to stun them in order to hit them. And, like, you're supposed to stun them by shooting something into their mouth or whatever. What I would often do is send Gooigi in a suicide mission, where I would send him towards the monster would eat him, and then normal Luigi can stun him with a flashlight or shooting something at him. Or whatever. He doesn't have feelings, so it's okay.
Gooigi's part in the ending is brilliant, though.
I ended up liking him a lot more than I thought I would. Again, I thought that he would be a clumsy mechanic, but it ended up working out.
A very simple mod I want for this game is to add a red dot behind Gooigi's left eye.
Oh, okay.
I don't get that.
Terminator.
One. Oh, Terminator. Okay, because he's made of liquid goo.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, no, Ryan, you can send Gooigi through the thing.
I'm going to. I'm getting money first.
Yeah, but you can get even more money if you send Gooigi through
my paycheck.
the thing.
The money disappears after a while.
I mean, yeah.
See, Mario gets Shadow Mario, Luigi gets Gooigi.
Well, no, Luigi also has Mr. L.
Sometimes I think the money disappears.
But Mr. L is Luigi.
Sometimes I think
No, Mr. L is a completely different person. What are you talking about?
Sometimes I think.
What, you guys fucking
sometimes
high?
I think the money disappears a little too fast. No.
Sometimes. I feel like maybe like an extra 5 seconds even would have been nice on occasion. It's more so, it's not usually a problem when you're just exploring. It's like when you're getting the money ghosts. You usually don't have enough money to suck up. You don't usually have enough time, I should say, to suck up all the money before you have to like actually get the ghost again. And so a little bit more time in that instance would be nice, but it's usually not a big issue.
No, the money. Okay, good.
There we go.
I got it.
Also, you're very lucky you didn't walk into that one puddle there.
The tiny little. I got the money.
There we go. Good job, Ryan. Also, I wish that they did this more where you got to go behind the elevator shaft, because they have you do it in like the first 3 or 4 floors, and then you stop doing it after a while. I don't know why I liked it so much, but I wish that they did it more.
It feels like the kind of thing you do in a haunted hotel. The only other place that I can think of where they do it is on Helen Gravely's floor, and that was just like a very brief optional thing for treasure, I think.
Yeah, well, they're all usually just optional things for treasure, but it's like the first 3 or so floors let you do it, and then after that, there's not anything again until like the last floor, like you said. Also, they randomly bring the pearls back from Luigi's Mansion 1, but they're just another money pickup in this game instead of being like the
tied to rankings.
Yeah,
how good you are for ghosts.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it was a little bit annoying in the first game where if you weren't good enough fighting the ghost the first time, there wasn't ever any way to improve your ranking. I believe the 3DS port let you fight ghosts again, though, to get try to get the best ranking. So I suppose, I've never actually played the port of Luigi's Mansion on 3DS.
It's one of those. I'm sure it, for the system it looks fine, and I'm sure it does improve a few things. But it's like part of Luigi's Mansion 1 is just playing it on the GameCube, where it has all that lighting and atmosphere to it that the 3DS just can't produce.
I mean, it also doesn't help that it was a 3DS game that was released in 2018, if I remember correctly. Hold on, let me...
Yeah, nobody cared at that point.
Yeah, no, we were far past the... we were far past the 3DS at that point, and they were still making 3DS games even after we were far past.
They did like that. I think that was the same year they did Bowser's Inside Story 3DS, which is one of the worst selling Mario games ever.
Yeah, October 12th, 2018. Yeah, so...
Yeah, we were long past caring about the 3DS.
I mean, it wasn't.
I think by the time it came out, we even knew Luigi's Mansion 3 existed.
I feel like okay, so they kind of like soft announced Luigi's Mansion 3 when they did the Castle because of the Castlevania trailer. Yeah, where it's just like, wait, Luigi's got a different poltergust and a
plunger.
Plunger, and it's like what? So it was basically them just saying, hey, it's coming, even though they didn't announce it yet. So, I mean, when do you think is the cutoff point for them to stop making games on old hardware? Because
I usually give it a year.
That seems fair to me, because
after a year, you know whether you should be getting the new system or not, or whether that new system will be relatively successful.
That seems about good. I know that times have definitely changed in terms of that, because stuff like the original NES was making, there were games released on that up through like 93 and 94.
I mean, Mega Man and Bass came out in 98 for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, but that was also a weird case where the N64...
Dreamland 3 came out in 97.
Dreamland 3, yeah.
There was a Fire Emblem game that came out like 99 on the SNES, if I remember correctly.
Was that Tharsha?
I don't remember. It's the sixth one, I think. Fifth one? Sixth one?
No,
I don't remember.
No, 6 is Roy's.
Then it was the fifth one. I don't remember what its name is, though. So that one, I believe, was like 99 or 98. So, but I think part of that also has to do with the fact that the N64 did not perform great for Nintendo. So
Tharsha 776.
Yeah,
thank you.
Tharsha. The one that's stupid hard.
Yeah.
Here's our protagonist that used nothing but swords. Let's throw you into a map with nothing but lancers.
Isn't that like the first level?
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is so random. The phone will randomly ring and you pick it up and nothing happens. But then when you get to like the 13th floor, suddenly somebody answers and says something.
Hello? You have the wrong number.
Hello, yes, I'd like a number 7 with cheese. And if you put onions on it, I swear to Christ, I will come through and punch you in the schnoz.
What? Why does everyone hate onions?
They give me terrible heartburn, Mario. Okay, I'm glad that I'm not the only person who has that happen to them, though, because I feel like that happens to me every single time I use the dark light on something.
Yeah, for gem ghosts, the number does not go down until you slam them.
Yeah, so you have to...
make them explode. Ooh.
Sadly, there are only 6 Chaos Emeralds in this game. We cannot go Super Luigi.
It's okay, though, because that just means that when the game ends, if you don't find all of them, there's King Boo juggling the ones you didn't find.
Physics.
Of course, in my game, I have to roll up the red carpet.
Why does Luigi go unconscious when Gooigi is summoned?
Presumably his consciousness transfers into Gooigi. And he's controlling
Yeah, but
him.
there's in later cutscenes, it's established that Gooigi is his own sentient being.
Yeah. I was told I was spineless before, but this is ridiculous.
I think the implication is that Gooigi becomes sentient through frequent use. Which is a bit creepy.
That's a terrifying ethical dilemma.
Yeah, it's like he absorbs enough of Luigi's soul. He doesn't need Luigi anymore.
There is only one Luigi. G.
Do you remember that old Brawl in the Family comic where there's the me Mario and then it's the me Mario face over all Mario, and then it's like Mario Party and it hits the me Mario face on the Mario.
Hello, it is me, Mario.
Oh yeah, the jump thing with the poltergust. It always baffles me that Luigi just forgets how to jump whenever he puts the vacuum cleaner
Well, they try to explain that it's too heavy. But it's like,
do they ever like say that in one of these games?
One of the amusing things is that toward the end, after you do rescue Mario from his painting, he's doing his wall jumps and shit to get up the hotel, and Luigi's just looking up at him like, come on, man. How am I supposed to keep up with this shit?
I'm carrying a heavy backpack. That didn't stop me and Sunshine, Luigi. Well, I wouldn't know. You didn't invite me.
What did Luigi do? I mean, other than like take a nap, because I assume that
he probably just enjoyed the peace and quiet.
Do you think that there were like distress calls from the Mushroom Kingdom, and then Luigi's just sitting there sleeping while the mailbox is stuffed full of like dire warning letters from Toads or whatever?
Peach is with Mario. The Toads don't matter.
No, that was when he was off having his adventures in the Waffle Kingdom.
Yeah, but those happen in
during
conjunction
1000 Year Door.
with Mario and 1000 Year Door. So unless Mario 1000 Year Door and Sunshine happen at the same time, play the X-Files theme.
Well, there is a Mario and a Paper Mario now officially.
Oh God, I hate. Can we not?
All right, so we'll see you all next time in the next part of Luigi's Mansion.